Hey writers. So yesterday we started getting our writing ready for our our writing celebration. And yesterday you chose a small moment that you're going to finish and you did a checklist. Well, today's step is called revising. So let's look at this word revise again. It comes in two parts. This part here, is a prefix. A prefix goes on the beginning of a word and changes the meaning of it. And means again, like a rerun, that kind of a thing. To do it again. Replay something means do it again. This part is the root word, and this part means to look. So when we revise our writing, we look at it again. That's what writers do. And why do we do that? Well, we do that to make it the very best writing we can and to see if there's anything else we need to add or take away to make it better. I kind of think of it like making spaghetti sauce or soup, and it's cooking, but you take some last tastes, like a final taste, and say, needs a little bit more salt in there. And that's exactly what we're going to do with our writing today. So let's take a look. So last time we looked at Tom's writing. We did the small moment checklist, and Tom did some really great things. He planned across his fingers, sketched across pages, and the words matched the pictures. But he did forget to add spicy details and to add dialogue. So today, let's pretend that we're writing teachers together. We're going to look at his writing and give some suggestions. So let's look at this first page. I was riding my bike. It's pretty plain. There's not a lot going on there. I feel like we could spice that up by describing maybe what Tom was seeing or hearing or even feeling. So take a minute. What could we write? Describe. What are you thinking? I'm kind of thinking like he's happy here. And so maybe I could describe what it was like where he was. And I could say like it was sunny. Or you know what I could say instead? Instead of saying it was sunny, I could make it action and say the sun was shining. Let's try that. The sun was shining. What could he have felt? Maybe like a warm breeze on his arms. A warm breeze. Should we say tickled his arm? Oh, that would be fun. Tickled. Oh, not his arm. My arm. Pretending this is Tom writing it. Tickled my arm. And we could say I felt happy, but that's kind of plain chip. Maybe we could say something like I was humming a happy tune. A happy tune. Let's look at the next page. It says, I fell off. It hurt. Well, that's the big part of the story, but Tom didn't really build up to that or say too much about it. So I wonder if we could go back and build that up again. How did he fall off? So take a minute. What do you think might have happened to Tom and his bike? Why might he have fallen off? What would you add in? Yeah. I think he must have hit something or bump or something. Maybe he hit a bump. He hit a bump and his bike fell and he fell off. So I think it would be fun on this page to build up to that. I was humming a happy tune. And we could say, all of a sudden, my bike hit, and there's a nice action there, a bump. And then we could do ellipses here to add suspense. And then ... We can get the reader excited, what happened next. I fell off. What do you think? Exclamation point there? I think so too. He says it hurt, but I know that we could describe that. Describe in your mind, what do you think you would add? How did it feel? Have you ever hit the ground, like fallen off? What did it feel like? I have. It looks like he's hitting his hand like there. It hurt. It hurt. Maybe it was bleeding. I scraped. Oops. I scraped my hand and it was bleeding. What else? If I were to just spice this up, I would say like it felt like lightning hit my hand. It felt like lightning hit my hand. And I remember in our checklist, so we're doing a good job adding some details here, but we need to add some dialogue. And look what Tom did. He wrote ow in this talking bubble, but if we added it down here, it would be dialogue. So we do quotation marks. Ow! I yelled. This is starting to look better. This is starting to look better. I went inside. My mom gave me a Band-Aid. Well, first of all, we know that whenever we have that word went, we can do better. How do you think he went inside? Did he walk inside? Did he hobble inside? Did he limp inside? I think he limped. I limped inside. And it says he was crying. It looks like he was crying. So why don't we say that? I was crying. I bet you we could add some dialogue. What do you think that mom would say if she saw Tom crying with blood on her hand? What do you think she might say? Yeah, I'm thinking kind of like, what's wrong? Or what happened? Mom asked. What's wrong? I'm going to put a question mark there and quotation marks. And the Band-Aid and all this kind of thing. This last page of the story bothers me. Then I played Minecraft. I feel like this doesn't add anything to this story. It almost sounds like the beginning of a news story. I think it's time to just rip that off. And that's what we can do when we're writers. We can just get rid of stuff. So this, gone. How do we feel now? Well, let's see the details. We added sun was shining, a warm breeze tickled, humming a happy tune. Scraped, bleeding. It felt like lightning. Here's some dialogue. Here's some dialogue. And I think we could add more here, but I'm going to stop my video now. I think that we really, really helped Tom. I think that we can check these things off. So this is how you do it, guys. This is what you do. And this is what I want you to do. So now what I want you to do is I want you to get out your small moment checklist from yesterday and your story. And if there was any boxes that weren't filled, like things that you could add more, I want you to add them in now. I want you to revise, like spice it up more, add the dialogue more, because that will make your writing better. So go do that now. Go get your writing. And I can't wait to see how you make your writing better by revising.